Deep within the heart of Rome, a beacon of faith for over 1 billion people, lies the Vatican City. Here resides the Pope, the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, but even the holiest of men are mortal, and upon their death a series of ancient rituals and traditions are set in motion, a process that has evolved over centuries, ensuring a seamless transition of power. Join us now as we lift the veil and venture into the intricate and rarely seen ceremonies that unfold when a Pope passes from this world. The passing of a pope is a solemn occasion, one marked by both grief and a sense of continuity. As the Pope's health fails, those closest to him keep a somber vigil. The moment he passes, a hush falls over the papal apartments. The Camerlengo, a high-ranking cardinal, approaches the Pope's bedside, his face etched with sorrow. He gently taps the Pope's forehead 3 times, calling him by his baptismal name, not his papal one, a poignant reminder that even in death he is still a child of God. There is no response. The Camerlengo then turns to those gathered and, in hushed tones, makes the official pronouncement, Vir Papa Mortuus estimated. The Pope is truly dead. A symbol of papal authority, the fisherman's ring, bearing the image of St. Peter casting his net, is about to meet its ceremonial end. The cardinals, now gathering from the corners of the globe, look on with somber reverence. The weight of the moment hangs heavy in the air. In their presence, the Camerlengo performs a symbolic act signifying the end of the pontificate. With a silver hammer, he strikes the ring, rendering it unusable, a visible and audible representation of the transition of power. As the tolling of the bells echoes across Rome, a city steeped in history and tradition, the news of the Pope's passing reaches the furthest corners of the globe. The Vatican officially announces the death, marking the beginning of a period of mourning for Catholics worldwide. Flags are lowered to half-mast, and churches prepare for special memorial services. The world mourns the loss of a spiritual leader. For 9 days, the Vatican City becomes a place of solemn reflection. The faithful from all walks of life flock to St. Peter's Basilica to pay their last respects to the departed pontiff. His body, dressed in simple white vestments, lies in state, offering a final opportunity for a personal connection with their spiritual leader. Each day, cardinals lead masses, their voices echoing through the grandeur of the basilica, their chants a somber symphony of prayer and remembrance. The world watches, united in grief. The day of the funeral arrives, a day of solemn pageantry and profound spiritual significance. The Pope's body is placed in 3 coffins, one of cypress wood, symbolizing his humility, one of lead, representing the weight of his office, and finally one of elm, signifying his dignity. The procession makes its way through the basilica, the air thick with incense and the sound of mournful chants. He is then interred in the Vatican grottos, his final resting place among his predecessors. With the Pope laid to rest, a period known as sede vacante, or the seat being vacant, begins. The Church enters a time of transition, a pause in its normal governance. The Camerlengo assumes temporary authority, responsible for the day-to-day running of the Church, but without the power to make significant decisions. His is a caretaker role, a shepherd tending his flock while they await their new leader. From every corner of the globe, cardinals, the princes of the Church, converge on the Vatican. They are the only ones entrusted with the momentous task of electing the next successor to St. Peter. The atmosphere crackles with anticipation, a sense of history unfolding. The date for the conclave is set, a period of intense prayer and deliberation. They are acutely aware of the weight of their responsibility. The future of the Church rests in their hands. Behind closed doors, in the hallowed halls of the Sistine Chapel, the conclave begins. The cardinals, sworn to secrecy, participate in a ritual steeped in tradition. Ballots are cast, prayers are whispered, and the fate of the Catholic Church hangs in the balance. The world watches and waits, eager for any sign of white smoke from the chimney, the signal that a new pope has been chosen. Finally, the white smoke billows forth, announcing to the world that a new pope has been elected. Anticipation reaches fever pitch as the faithful gather in St. Peter's Square, their faces a mixture of hope and excitement. The Cardinal Proto-Deacon appears on the balcony, his face beaming, and utters the words that reverberate around the world. Habemus Papam. We have a Pope. The crowd erupts in cheers, eager to catch their first glimpse of the man chosen to lead their church into a new era.